Hey everyone, what's good? Have you ever heard of the term brows on fleek? Well, I'm here to show you how to achieve the perfect brow for your face. There's all kinds of different ways that you can achieve the perfect brows. There's pencils, there's pomades, there's even different powders. For Denise today, what we're going to do is just use a simple pencil and powder method. You see that her natural hairs are a little bit loose, so what we're going to do is just gel them together by using this eyebrow shaper, which is basically wax. So we're just going to wax her brows in place. And what we want to do is just maintain the same shape that she already has. We're not going to create any line. So as you can see, just by waxing them in place, that they already look a lot cleaner. All right, so why don't you try it on your other side?
I think I got it, but my eyebrows don't match.
Okay, well there is a common saying that eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So don't worry about it not being exact. Okay, so we're gonna just take a pencil and we're just going to fill in the areas that are a little bit sparse. And a good way to do it is not to draw one line continuously. You wanna copy the way that the brow hairs are, which are short strokes, so that it blends in with the rest of your brow. But what you can do on top is just to do an outline a little bit and then fill it in with the short strokes under it. And a good rule of thumb also is if your hair is naturally darker, then you should typically do your brows 1 to 2 shades lighter than your natural hair color. And then if your hair is lighter, like blonde or gray or whatnot, then do your brows 1 to 2 shades darker than your natural hair color. And here's a good tip. Most brow pencils actually have a spoolie at the end of them, so you want to just kind of brush it all into place. And then you're actually blending the brow pencil with it too. And if you're like coloring outside of the lines, don't worry, because we're gonna fix that. Okay, next step, I'm just gonna fill it in with a little bit of powder. So I'm taking just a angled brush. I'm gonna use a soft brown color just to kind of mattify it since it's a little shiny from the wax, and we'll make it a little bit more natural looking. Okay, and then I'm going to take the spoolie again and then blend it in again. So when you're doing the powder on the other side, just make sure that you extend the tail out a little bit so that it actually touches the edge, the corner of your eye. Okay, so earlier I said that you didn't have to worry about you know, if you colored outside the lines a little bit. So what we're gonna do, which is gonna make the biggest difference, is actually clean up under the brow and a little bit on top so that it looks really clean. So all you have to do is take like a concealer that is probably 1 shade lighter than your normal color, and then a flat brush. So I just take the color that's a little bit lighter than her natural color, and then using that angled edge, I'm actually gonna mimic the brow shape and then go right under where I shaded, and then a little bit over and then we just blend it out. Okay, so go ahead and open. All right, so we'll take this light color, not too much, and then you'll trace.
This way?
Yeah. Yay!
Yay!
And that's how you get your brows on fleek. Do you have any tips or tutorials on any topic? We'll send them to info@incmedia.org so that we can feature them here on What's Good. See you next time.
What's good?